The first line will include the Adafruit motor shield library in our code. Then we need to define the trigger and echo pin that are connected to pin number 8 and 9. So these two lines are here to define the trigger pin and echo pin. And after that, the next four lines defines the motors connected to particular channel. So AF underscore DC motor 1, and inside bracket this is the port number. So as for the motor 1, which is connected to port number 1, and similarly for motor 2 is connected to port number 2 of the motor shield. So these four lines defines the each motor that are connected to the particular channels. Inside the void setup function, the code written here will run only once. So serial.begin will start the serial monitor and it will start the sending the data. And after that, the trigger pin and echo pin is defined using the pin mode function. So trigger pin will be acting as the output and echo pin will act as the input. So these are defined here. Yeah. In the next line, the set speed function will set the maximum speed to each motor, that is 255. So motor 1 dot set speed, and inside bracket the maximum speed is given, that is 255. Then further we need to create the function to rotate the wheels in forward backward manner. So to move our robot car in forward direction, here I have created a function forward, and I have used the run function to rotate the wheel in particular direction. So the motor 1 dot run backward, the motor 1 and motor 3 wheels will rotate in backward direction, and motor 2 motor 4 wheels will rotate in forward direction, resulting the movement in forward direction. It is because of the motor shield wiring and configuration, so you need to identify your motor shield wiring. And next, similarly, the backward function and left and right functions are created. And finally, this stop function is to release the power supply from it, and whenever it is called, then the robot car will stop. Inside the void loop function, here I created the variable duration and distance. We need the duration of the pulse, and to calculate the distance, this variable distance here is defined. In the next line, digital write function will keep the trigger pin high to send out signal, and after sending the signal the trigger pin will be low, so the digital write again will keep this trigger pin low. So now the duration of the pulse is need to be calculated. So pulse in function will read the particular pulse in the particular condition, either high or low. So if the echo pin is high, so in that case the pulse in function will read the value, will read the pulse, and it will store that thing in duration variable. Similarly, now in the next line, here the distance is calculated. Don't get confused by 29.1. Here this number is used to convert the overall distance to the centimeter. And after that, here the if else statement condition is used to avoid the obstacle. So I want my car to be stopped within, it detects the obstacle within 10 centimeters. So here I have declared inside the if statement, if the distance is less than 10 centimeter, so it will call the stop function, and the motor, our robot car will be stopped. And if it's greater than, then inside the else I need to move our robot car in forward direction. So here the forward function is called. Then in the next line, serial dot print will print the distance to the serial monitor in centimeter. So this was the simple code for our project. Hope you guys have got it clearly.